Have you seen her? When was the last time you spoke to her? By her, by she. I mean you. When was the last time you checked in with yourself to find out, how are you? What's going on with you? My girlfriend Emily came over for fika today. You know, in Sweden, you have this tradition of having a little coffee and tea with something sweet and just chit chatting and noshing for about 2 hours. And then you go on with your most fabulous life. And she had just returned from Kenya, and we were talking about, you know, your how you show up with your mother, the relationships you have with your siblings, and traveling and meeting up friends. And we were having this big conversation about, I don't know about you, but for me, when I hit my 50s, I definitely went through an inventory of my friends and started cleaning house and looking at people for what we have in common, what we don't have in common, the level of reciprocity, how you engage and develop and cultivate and just really nurture your relationships. And if someone's doing the same thing for me on a regular basis, then I do this, then and I do the same thing for them, then those are kind of the people that I have kept in my life. And not that everybody's the same age, because it's an age range of about 30 in age range, anywhere from being someone in their late 20s and their 30s and 40s, all the way to I'm in my 50s, and then friends in my 50s, 60s to 70s. So, you know, it's a nice little span, and it's a great group of friends, and we're super engaging. All this to say that when I listen to her about what are the things that she likes, what are the things that she wants, what are the things she wants to curate and develop in this decade of her life, knowing that her and she is you. And Emily and I were talking about how in our lives we get so caught up in the duties of responsibilities, which we talk about a lot here in feminine spaces, to recognize that duties and responsibilities are part of our life. It's, you know, working is a duty and responsibility because we all want to have resources and assets, and we want to be able to live our life the way that we want to be able to live our life. And that's also part of our relationships and how we are with our spouses. Most importantly, it's how we are with ourselves. As women, we have a tendency to put ourselves in the back burner, especially when you have children, because that is a duty and responsibility. However, you also have that aspect of its legacy. It's something that came forth from you that's going to continue on and carry your name, carry genetics, carry all aspects of you. So, of course, you want to pour a lot of energy into them to ensure that they become independent, responsible individuals that are happy and know how to take action and how to be able to build and create their own lives independently from yourself. And all of that is definitely a skill set. However, remembering her and what she has gone through, because you have been together and she has been with you since the first breath you took. She has witnessed everything about you. And although you've put her in the back burner, it's time to bring her out, because she has the wisdom and the unkept treasures of your life and triggers. Emily and I were talking about, you know, there's aspects of us that we bring forth as triggers from unresolved traumas or challenges and situations from our childhood, or perhaps from other relationships, that when you don't acknowledge them and solve them and understand why they're here, they follow you until they get unresolved. And in the middle of all of this, let's talk about duties and responsibilities. While I'm filming all of this, guess who called? And these are the many facets of us as women. Because in the middle of my filming this for you, my son calls. And then it's 15 minutes talking to him, and then we resolve it and come back to you. All of this to say is to remember her, because all of her wants, all of her needs, all of her desires, all of her dreams, all of her frustrations, they're all yours. And the ones that you resolve, you tend to move on and leave space for new things to come in. And one way that I do that is giving myself time, maybe 30, 40 minutes a week just by myself, that I take my handy dandy journal, and I'll show you what I set up for myself here. A little tea, little candlelight, and my journals. Giving myself this little bit of time helps me reconnect with her. And her and she is me. It just keeps me connected, and it keeps me grounded, and it keeps me focused, not only on Vanessa as the mother, Vanessa as the spouse, Vanessa as the, well, I'm retired now, so the woman out here living my best life with my friends, but also Vanessa that encompasses and is the first in line to everything I do, everything I say, everything I experience, because it's her and I that are witnessing this magnificent life. So as you're going out there and doing everything that brings you joy and happiness and courage and consistently opening up your life to new dimensions and new aspects of you that you didn't even know were there, as well as cultivating and curating the facets that are there, journaling, getting to know her, remind you of where do you have space to grow? What part do you need to let go? And what is it that you want to do moving forward? So remember, her, she, you, you're all one. Have you spoken to her lately? And if you haven't, show up for her. Go get her and bring her forward. Pussy puss.